One of the most important principles of inclusion that I like to talk about is a no to me is a yes to you. I really want to emphasize how valuable it is to create the conditions for people to decline, for people to say no. We often don't realize how difficult it can be for people to feel comfortable to say no. So when we go out of our way in positions of power to make sure that folks around us feel comfortable declining, then we create a playing field that is a lot more equitable. Imagine that your allyship card expires at the end of the day every single day. This means that instead of thinking about our practice as one time or something that has happened in the past only, we're actually considering how to renew that practice and our commitment to that practice every single day. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Simply put, that just because you don't observe or you don't experience someone else's oppression doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's important to recognize that based on someone's positionality, they have a unique experience of the world. This is part of what we learn from intersectional practices. And if we recognize that people have unique experiences, then it's also true that we may not share in those experiences. Not witnessing something does not make something not exist. Another's experience does not invalidate your own, but it should necessarily complicate it. This is important in understanding that there are multiple truths and multiple experiences happening all at the same time. But if we allow there to be a hierarchy where one supersedes all others, we're not getting a complete, complex picture of how things really are. This also allows us to hear other people's perspectives and experiences and connect them to our own, as opposed to ignoring them in favor of our own personal experience. I often say, guilt is not useful, solidarity is. Sometimes when we learn about our experiences of privilege, we may feel uncomfortable, but we really don't need to. Recognizing that we have privilege means that we have power and access. And the question isn't, why do you have this privilege and power? The question is, what are you going to do with it? What's most important for me is that we think about how to leverage our privilege. We think about what we can do with it and how we can use it to grant other people greater access, greater power, and greater support. Privilege is a space where we're able to be better in support of other people.